Hello and welcome back to 71.1 RKTVS, your royal radio station. I'm your illustrious host, Rude Kaiser, here to welcome you all back to our Crystal playthrough. Yeah, no more playing radio. It was fun while it lasted though. Last time, we kicked a bunch of Team Rocket butts out of a tower. Why, thank you for the little bow, miss. It's just right for Pokemon that know normal type moves. Held items, a beautiful addition to the games. Probably the best. Oh wow, yeah, we got into a lot of pain last time. We're gonna give Lotta the pink bow. Oh wow, we're getting showered with praise. And a sunny day. That's actually something I really wanted. I didn't know you got that here. We're gonna immediately teach that to Furio. Maybe we should teach to Ron, actually. I'll have to hold off on it then, since I don't know. And now we're heading back to the rustic north. I guess it's best to travel by bike. We were given a rare item, a key item in fact. We were asked to go deliver it. I did in the last episode have a Git fly, but I wish to take this time. So I'm gonna finally give the mask off moment and mention how I feel about Gen 2. And as you might have noticed, given that I've waited for so long, it's probably not pleasant. This is probably on par with one of my least favorite Pokemon games. For me, it is the one that misses the mark the hardest. It tries very hard to be something that the series isn't and was never really supposed to be, at least according to me. What do I know? But the Gen 1 was like this. Compare this one just to Gen 1 already. The difference is so stark. This is really the part of the game where it gets kind of tiresome. I hacked in a Houndoom because, as a kid, I want to play with a Houndoom. So like this isn't a totally legit legal, but my team is all sporting trash moves, and they're gonna be sporting trash moves for this game is so low. See, this game is very low power, and I don't understand why. Is it because everything needs to be accessible? What, bro? This dude is sidestepping. That's so funny. And I don't want to be like Gen 2 did nothing good, because all the animations are really on point. Even though they reuse a little punch animation that question mark uses. Our good pal Edgy. Oh, you recognize the chime of my silver bell. You truly are an aesthetic monk. It's in my frickin' bag. Oh, you'll no longer sidestep. So is this the tower? Question mark? It didn't look like a tower to me. Oh. For the fight? Oh, we're about to fight. The fight to see if I'm worthy to see Suicune Part 1. I'm not too worried about a bunch of monks defending this thing, but that's what this thing. Remember around I guess this is partially around the same point, around the 7th-ish badge in Gen 1, when it was so now at this point we're basically just stomping on them. At this point we have switched to being okay trainers to really strong bullies of the burned mansion, and I began to realize that we were running through people with only one Pokemon and they could do nothing about it because they were just researchers and stuff. But that feeling was throughout this entire game. There was not a single, even the gym leaders were so underpowered. There was not a single thing in this but despite there being no actual threat, even Whitney, Whitney is not a difficult fight. I'm gonna be real. Not only are there ample ways to deal with it, it's a casual filter. Anyone who complains about Whitney is just admitting that they are casual. Should I waste something to wake this thing up? He has been sleeping for a while. Those pecks ain't getting through though. Fine. Berries come in handy. Whitney's a casual filter. All the other ones, who else worries about any other gym leader in this game? They're all whack and annoying. Every defense I've ever heard of Gen 2 is oh, you're playing it wrong. It's meant to be played slow and methodically, and you know what? You're right. That is true. But if I want to play a monster game, it isn't a farm life simulator, you feel me? The series is a pocket monster game. if you release Johto on its own, that'd probably be beautiful. Something a la Pokemon Snap, but it's just you as a farmer living in Johto. Isn't that beautiful? Beautiful and rustic. You can't catch Pokemon, you just look at them and catalog the shinies you get. Wouldn't that be a fun game? See, I also don't like shinies. As you've noticed, at this point, I'm gonna mark it in sand that I've seen no shinies in this game, despite them being a prevalent thing, at least through as of this game forward. But like dumb luck like that, it doesn't mean anything to me. If shinies had like some actual upside, like they were a different type or they had like superior than natural stats. But if they're too good, they would be over centralized. I don't know. When I was a kid, a little game called Super Smash Bros. Brawl came out, and it taught me the danger of being afraid to let your game be free. That game had shackles placed upon it, and those shackles made that game way worse, even when it didn't have to be. This is a similar experience, because I'm not going to play this game past the credits. It is not my nature. I'm not gonna show post game on any of these series. So this game will never get any of its best parts because all of it is after the game ends. Everything fun about this game is after you beat the game. Which should posit the question: how is one supposed to enjoy this game? I believe the answer is you aren't. As far as I can tell, the answer was since you already beat Gold and or Silver, you buy this game so you can play one of those. Trade between your friend and you, so you guys can you borrow his Game Boy. You put your Crystal version and your Gold version in both the Game Boys. You remember that? Then you link cable it, so you trade your Pokemon to your game. Then he does it with his, and it's all good and dandy. That was always something that's the only way I could ever see enjoying this game, by having all the materials you need to beat it already ahead of time. Because given what you have to deal with to get the stuff, it's a lot. And I've never been an advocate for that. Oh, it gets good like X chapters in. Like that's never worth it. I'm not gonna say it has to be good at the start, but it definitely has to be something to go on. It can't be okay. No, it's bad until it gets to this arc. So then I'll just read that arc. Like, come on, doesn't that just makes? Oh no, I was not actually expecting a fighting type move. Burn. That's sexy. I love it, Furio. You have earned a rest, my sweet boy. The complaints about the Pokemon themselves. I have a lot of complaints that bleed into each other. It has a shallow TM pool, which is made worse because they have generally very weak Pokemon, which is made worse because that means everyone you're gonna be fighting also typically has very weak Pokemon unless they use Gen 1 Pokemon, which makes this game worse because now everyone is basically just using Generation 1 Pokemon, so this game feels more like an add-on to an add-on to an add-on. If I was a kid who played Yellow version, this would be cute the first time when I played Gold, but after playing the exact same game, again, even with the same post game, I can't imagine what the benefit of this game is. Crystal in particular, I guess, but the whole Into is handled particularly poorly, and I feel like it is the shadow of that which will come. They're telling me the deep lore, which happens to be like a bird flew over the kingdom. Damn, that's crazy. And don't get me started on the lore. Is this gonna be the Tear into Generation 2 episode? While we catch Suicide? That's always an Octal. And I feel what this game was going for. It's really good. I feel like Heart Gold and Soul Silver is a little better because it fixes a lot of the maybe not a lot of them, but oh no, I didn't say it before fighting this thing. I wonder what's gonna happen. Oh, I forgot to put it. Crap. Well, let's see what happens. I totally forgot I was supposed to put it to sleep. The second I start criticizing this game, my luck sure does turn around. I haven't been confused in a long time. All of my statuses are hitting. It's crazy. Well, this is it. If this don't work, you get to die here. Let us make our stand. Alright, Pinhead, now you get yours.